Disclaimer. Please note, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Good night, everyone. How are you? It's your girl Bindi of the Raw and Spicy Jamaican YouTube channel. Feel led to do another video clip again about something I saw today that have me so hurt. It really hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings, people, and me have to run in and talk about it. There was a young lady on one of my Facebook friend live talking about being lonely and how she felt lonely and she feel like she got dirt herself or somebody at them go find her dirty and all of that. So, and I think she has a child. I don't know if her 2 children, because I know she mentioned a baby father said the baby father come and drop off whatever I'ma drop off and keep it moving and them something and nobody not care about her and she not have nobody. I felt hurt when I saw it because I feel the need to come here and do a little something in that regards. It broke my heart for her because guess what? I was her. I was once her. I was once her who smiled on the outside and deep inside I am yelling for help. But can't nobody see it. Nobody saw my pain, right? When, like me tell people, at 18 years old, I lost the love of my life then, right? My children's father, my first 2 children's father was the love of my life at that point in time, and my provider at that point in time. He was a kind man, loving man, and he got taken out of this world by violence, right? So I was hurt and I was her. Why? Because I had a daughter 2 years old and a son 3 weeks old, right? And the man that I've become to depend on for, from I was 15 going on 16 till up to the point when I was 18 years old with both his children, right? So I did not get a chance to grieve because I had 2 young children who were looking to their mother. You understand me? They were looking to me as the mother now turned father figure to try to make sure say I shield them from these things that happen to people in life in this world. So my kids can tell you, I don't think they really ever see me cry because I have become so good at hiding my pain that I don't really shed tears, right? And when I do, I try to hide it from my children. So I was post-traumatic stress disorder, or postpartum stress disorder. I don't know the right terminology because I had just had a child when this had happened with my children's father passing, and I had a 2-year-old who was looking to me for love and nurturing and guidance. So I kind of relate to people who have this thing where they're going through traumatic things, they're going through pain, and they feel like they have nobody to speak to. I hid my pain so far, so deep down that I become such a person that you can look at me and see pain, but I did not tell people what was really going on the inside, never got a chance to grieve, and just had to be strong for my children at the time, right? So when I see this clip, it spoke volume to me. It spoke loud. It talked loud. People as me know, only know me is a Jamaican, me go back and forth. It did a scream to me. Her pain was that intense to me because I hear the hurt in her voice. I see the pain in her eyes. And I said, this is the reason why I'm doing a book. I'm writing a book of my story, not for me much, but it's for people who will go through these type of things, are going to go through these type of things, I want them to know that they can make it. They can make it if them steady and hold the course. They can make it. You understand me? Me used to always hate though when people used to tell me that, oh, you're going to be all right. You're going to see, you're going to be all right. It becomes so, nonchalant that I'm like, oh, I used to just be like so nonchalant about it. I used to be like, oh, whatever. You understand? Inside, that's what I'm saying to myself. And sometimes I'm like, I wish people would stop saying that. Because when is it going to happen for me? When is it going to happen for me? Right? So I know what this young lady is going through. And she's crying out for help. And I wish I know her personally, that I could give her some counseling and give her some help. Let me tell her, say, nobody never give me a counseling certificate. But counseling is what I do best. I like to talk to people. Anybody who know me can tell you that. I will see people on the street and just go up to them and talk to them. And some of those friendships last so long, years and years of me just going up to a person and talk to a person. I come home since night, and I have a neighbor that just moved downstairs. And I'm talking to the lady, and when I tell her my name, she was like, but wait there, I don't know you. I know you, man. You know, remember so we meet with the day at the train station and we take the same train. And me, I said to myself, say, look at that, you see how small this world is? Now she become my neighbor. And she tell me, say, boy, she always remember me. I remember say, me is a good person. I come up and talk to them. She and one other lady. And he's saying that to say we need each other, people. We need each other. And this young lady is crying out for help, and I wish people can really take the time out to just look around you and look at people. People might not tell their story on their faces, but inside they are crying out for help. Right? And enough of we are going to get the help, the counseling. You understand me? I waited, I want to say 50 years to put myself into counseling. Right? And nobody never tell me I need counseling. I knew I needed counseling because there's so much layers and so much things I'm trying to peel back. I'm trying to find the me, the joyous me, the happy me. You understand me? And I felt like I couldn't do that without having to show my pain and my, trying to shield my children and trying to be a mom and the best mom, which I was never always the best mom, but we're going to talk about that on another clip. You understand me? I'm going to tell people I bear my soul. I'll tell people about me. Can't nobody come to you and tell you about me but me. Right? So saying that to say we have to get back to trying to be our brother's keeper again and our sister's keeper. We have walked away from that, and we need to get back to that. Because why we walk away from that? Society push us apart from each other. They push us apart from each other based on the narrative that we see showing and playing out on our TV screen. In the world every day, you see this. And this is about separation. And we're not supposed to be that. And that the Most High designed us to be separated. He designed us to be our brothers and sisters keeper. So saying that to say, we need people to start talking to people. Because if you talk to a person long enough, they're going to tell you who they are. And they're going to tell you their story without realizing that they're telling you their story. And if you have the discernment spirit within you, you will pick up on certain things from people without them even telling you. So this is why I tell people I'm a good listener, a very good listener. I listen and I listen. Yes, me chat a lot, me talk enough, I talk a lot. I talk so much, but me chat enough. Anybody know me can tell us that she chat enough. But guess what? At the end of our conversation, it will help you. Today I called a lady and I was talking to her on the phone. And this lady said this call was destined. Because there was some things that I tell her that she said to me, listen, man, this call was destined to happen. You understand me? I needed this call today. You understand me? And it was just encouragement. I was encouraging her. All two of my children, them did a call and me say, no, me not stop what me say, because this lady need to hear what I'm saying, because the Most High had me call her for this. He have me call her at this time for her to hear what I have to impart in her. Right? So people, I want to pay attention to what's going on around you guys. Listen to people. Help people. You might not can help them monetarily. You understand me? Or materialistically, but you can help them emotionally. That's where people need the help. Emotionally, they are crying out for just a hug, just for someone to listen to them, to say, I understand you. And I'm not here to judge you. This is why I'm going to tell people, say my YouTube channel is a judge-free zone. Me no want nobody come over there and judge nobody. Because if somebody choose to want to tell their story on my channel, it is open for them to do so. As long as them respect the guideline of YouTube. So saying this to say, I need people to start speaking up and speaking out. You understand me? Only you alone know you. You alone know the real you. You and the Most High God that create you know you. Right? So I want people to start help their one another, help on a neighbor, on a friends, help on a family. If a stranger on the street, if it's somebody asking for something to eat, take them and go buy them something to eat. Because that's what we were created to do. Mr. This little young lady, our pain hit me so hard this morning. Listen to it. I couldn't finish listening to it. I had to just scroll. But I remember that I write a comment and let her know. If she need to reach out to me, please inbox me. I am here to listen. Anybody will know me, even some social media people, whether on Facebook where I will never meet. But just me encouraging them, they always will say thank you. You understand me? Because that's what we are made for. We were made to be our brothers and sisters keeper. Yes, people has done us wrong, and so much of it, people do it so wrong that we just don't want to help nobody. But here, you can't look on what one person do. One apple does not spoil the whole bunch. You understand me? No matter what society I tell you. Dare to help someone, because in helping someone, you too are going to help yourself. Because guess what? Sometimes we talk to people and a therapy. That's therapy. You're telling your story and telling about your hurt and pain. That's your therapy. So never be afraid and never be ashamed to feel like you cannot talk to someone. I wish this young lady will reach out to me. You understand me? Because I really, really feel like she needs help. She needs the help. And I don't think she's getting it in the right way. You understand me? Me hate when people love to act like we not put on this big, great divide for help for one another. You understand me? So saying that to say, I would really, really, really love if we start helping one another in an emotional way. You understand me? Not no abusive way like we are so used to in the past. Help one another. Really come together and help one another. This young lady, man, may I tell her, say, I went to work today with a heavy, heavy heart. Just because I hear her crying out for help. You understand me? Saying how she is lonely. I just did a clip where premiered today that talk about men needing to find someone and settle down, because one of the worst thing you can see is a lonely person who at the end of their life or sick day, them not have nobody for come. You understand me? Or when them a go down in the earth, nobody not there for say a prayer over them. So may I encourage people, please, I need you guys to come together. Now listen what society a push a tell we say. You understand me? Listen to your inner spirit that says, help that person. See about that person. It is important to our growth as human beings. You see them a try to take way out of here because they want computer to run the place. So please put on a humanity. We are human beings. Put back on your humanity and help somebody. Help somebody. You understand me? Because trust me, when you help somebody and you lay in your bed at night, you can feel at peace to know that you help someone. You understand me? And I can tell stories on top of stories of people who have helped me. You understand? Truly helped me. You understand what I'm saying to you? Me and some of them part ways, but if any day they call upon me, I am there. Why? Because they helped me. No matter what them do to me, or no matter what me do to them, if they call me today, I'm there. Because that's who I am. That's who the Most High God create me to be. That's who the Most High create me to be. He create me to be somebody that help. There was one time when me hear people paying so much, it consume me. It consume me that I can't sleep because it plays out in my head. But from me learn now how to manage my mind space, those things don't bother me no more. Because I rather talk about it and move on. Right? So I want to pay attention to what's going on around you guys. I've watched the news and see how young people are depressed and having to get therapy, and some of them now go get the therapy and the help they need because of what? The people them fool we and tell ourselves to lock up and separate ourselves from one another because it's for a purpose. Divide and conquer. That's what the game is. And this is always be an age-old game. Divide and conquer. So we need to get back our humanity. People, please. Be your brothers and sisters keeper again. May I beg uno. May I pour my heart out to uno. Help someone. Find somebody to help. Even if I know in your family somebody need help, find a stranger, help a stranger now, please. You understand me? You hear or may I plead? Because that's who I am. I feel people's pain. You understand me? And when a person is hurting inside, people can't see it more time on the outside. Because I was once her. I was once that young lady. I used to smile on the outside, and in the inside I'm crying out for help. I am crying out for help, and nobody saw it. Well, let me back up. Not gonna say nobody saw it. I had a few good friends that saw through the facade of what I was putting up. They saw through it and them come to me aid and they talk to me and counsel me and help me. This is why I say help is so important to the human race, for us to be our brothers and sisters keep and help our one another, because it is important. It is vital. It's vital to our humanity. It's vital to our upbringing, in our brain space, in our everyday life. It is very important. Stop letting society separate us. Okay? Stop it. Because I'm a side figure. Right? I don't know how long I'm going to have the space to speak on matters of this and like these, but I'm gonna try my best as best I can to see if I can give you guys something at least once or twice a week, and probably once on the weekend. Right now I'm gonna head over to my producer's house so he can fine-tune this and slice and dice and do what he needs to do for me, and we put it out there for you guys to listen to. And like me say, you don't have to act like that. You understand me? You can't like it because it not cost you nothing. If you don't want to share it, share it. If you don't want to subscribe, you subscribe. I not beg you no. But you don't have to act like that. Not act like stranger, because I don't do that. If any one of my friends them have a YouTube channel, I'm going to come and support. Worse if me know say I try help people in this big great world we live in, where the whole away have in this world right now. Me I go support So I'm asking for the support as for a like, a comment, share. And if you feel led to subscribe, you subscribe, right? Because that's who me is. Me love people. I'm a people person. It might not look like that on the outside because me been wearing this, facade of a, tough guy, tough girl face on the outside for so long. But I'm a real nice person when you get to know me, right? I'm a real nice person when you get to know me. All you have to do is sit down and talk and listen. Just listen to me, because if you listen to me, you'll find out that she's not somebody, no. She not so bad. She might chat enough, but she not so bad. And one thing she do pride herself on, and that is truth. She will give you the truth. She not gonna tell you a lie. My kids them can tell you that. Me is not a liar. Me not sit down and lie to people because me not want nobody do it to me. So because I don't want nobody do it to me, me not give it to people, right? So until I can get to talk to you guys again, this is your host with the most,